Hello YouTube fam, welcome back to the channel. I'm Erin Warren. I'm an interior designer, but I also like getting outside. And so this vlog and all of my future vlogs are going to include a little interior design and life behind the business of interior design, but also we're gonna get outside and we're gonna have fun because why not? So right now, I'm just gonna do a little get ready for my day while I take you through story time about getting started with interior design and how I landed here after 10 years of corporate doing environmental science. A moment for the bathroom though. We've got swimsuits out, but it's kind of a vibe. I absolutely love this bathroom. So about 6 years ago, my husband and I decided to quit our corporate jobs and go travel in our van for a year is what we had planned. And on day one of our 1-year van trip, my husband looked at me and said, "What do you want to do with the rest of your life?" And I said, "I want to own cool homes in cool locations to be able to travel to and host my family and host my friends." And that was day one. And I think because I had kind of decided that that's what I wanted to do with my life, and it wasn't like that I needed the entire year to figure out what I wanted to do with my life. The universe saw that, heard that, and basically the van blew up, the engine blew up twice in a few months. So the universe was like, okay, you've already decided what you wanted to do, so start now. You're starting now. I've decided for you. And so after that, my husband and I decided that we would invest in a property. We decided our first one would be in Cleveland, Ohio, of all places. Neither of us had ever been to Cleveland, Ohio, but I was doing a ton of market research, and I was like, okay, how can I make what areas of the country can I purchase a home for a relatively low price and still charge a decent nightly rate? And so I looked at a ton of different markets, probably like 25 different markets, and then possibly 25 homes in each one of those markets. I had quit my job and I hadn't gone back to corporate. I very much invested all of my time into this research. I was thinking, this is my job now. This is my job to find a way out of corporate life and to start investing in real estate. So we bought our first property in Cleveland, Ohio, and out of necessity, I became the designer for that project. We had a super, super small budget. We had a 3-week turnaround timeline between literally getting the keys and having the property live on Airbnb. And so out of necessity, I became the designer. I put together designs, put together mood boards. I was shopping from a spreadsheet. I was thrifting, and all of them. Designed, renovated, all of them. Did the landscape design for every single one of them. So it was essentially a crash course in design. I had a ton of guests that commented and said that it was the nicest Airbnb that they'd ever been in. It was a perfect jumping off point for them for making memories with their family. And because the design was so thoughtful and curated, it made them feel a certain way. And with that, that honestly became a little bit of a design mantra for me, that I wanted to curate a feeling through intentional design. I'm going to begin with a room tour in my home here in Tucson, Arizona, and I'll take you through the design elements of it, show you some fun before and after pictures. We are in the green bathroom, and this was a home I designed, gosh, it must have been 2 years now, and I love this bathroom. So I'm going to give you a little room tour of this bathroom, and then we're also going to talk a little bit about designing for a feeling. In this bathroom, I wanted to honor the age of the home use a small mosaic tile, and I found this one and I fell in love with it because there's a slight variation in tone between all of the different greens, so it doesn't just look one note. It looks like it has a little bit of movement through it. I also wanted to just have this cozy, enveloping feeling, and so I did a full color drench of this entire bathroom. The walls, the tile, and the stone are all in the same green hue. Let me just go ahead and remove the swimsuits and towels so you can get a proper view of the walls. I decided to do a gold hardware in this bathroom because I like the way the gold and the green look together. So I did a little rainfall shower head. Always have to have the wand as well. And when I say that I did a color drench, I mean like I did it everywhere. So the door, it's a pocket door, and this is also painted green. The trim is painted green. The ceilings are painted green. And it just gives you this nice cozy feeling when you're in here. I love the way that it does just feel drenched. Like there's a reason that we call it color drench. Keeping with the gold theme, I installed these sconces. They give a nice glow to the space. I think they're super cute. And then also gorgeous, gorgeous stone. I selected this gorgeous green stone, which has elements of gold, of purple, gorgeous veining throughout. Let me give you a better view. I just finished up some work, did some content creation, and now it's time to switch gears and reward myself with a little evening trail run. So let's get ready for that. So the sun is going to be setting in a little bit here, and it does get chilly out after the sun goes down or before the sun comes up in the desert in Tucson, but I think it's still like 80 degrees out. So I'm gonna go shorts. I'm also just going to bring a wool top that I will put in my running vest. That way I'll have some options. Eyes up here. I don't know. Do I need wool? I might just bring that. That's probably fine. So here's the running fit. And I've got my Gore-Tex Nike trail runners, my wool socks, and then my Nathan hydration pack, which I love this thing. I can fit a liter of water and snacks and a headlamp, extra layer of clothes. It's honestly pretty perfect. All right, let's head out before the sun starts setting. And a little pre and post run snack. It's 90 grams of rice, a tablespoon of raisins, a tablespoon of syrup, a tablespoon of cream, and a little bit of cinnamon. Just some quick energy. Heading out to the trailhead. A few things that I am training for currently are a triathlon in June, a trail half marathon in Switzerland in September, a mountaineering summit that has yet to be scheduled. And also, when I get back to the Seattle area next month, I want to splitboard up a volcano. So training is kind of, it's like, I don't know, part of everything that I do because I want to keep doing these types of things. It's like, I want to stay ready. I want to stay in shape and capable for all of the activities that I enjoy doing. So, you know, then you just get to put fun stuff on the calendar and have something to look forward to as well. Okay, let's have a look at these mountains. These are not the mountains that we're going to, but Tucson is gorgeous. I'll probably only do about 4 miles today. Nothing too crazy, but it'll be nice to get outside, watch the full moon rise, and just get in a run. Any miles are good miles. And oh, I should also mention I'm doing my first cut of this year. So that also makes things interesting as far as fueling. Yeah, I've been in a growing season the last since October. So October, November, December, January, February, like 4.5 months, I believe. I've been in a growing season, and I'm excited to be in this cut currently to see what I've built, uncover what I've built, and see the work and the progress that has gone into the last truly couple years of lifting consistently and being intentional with my food and my nutrition. So it does make, when you're in a cut, when you're in a deficit, it does make things like a training run or training for a triathlon a little more difficult. You have to think very strategically about fueling, and it always gets a little mental as far as, am I fueling enough? Am I fueling too much? And really being mindful of not crashing out, not bonking, because you're trying to just ride that line tightly between overfueling and underfueling. So gorgeous out here. Can you imagine living out here in this beautiful desert? I mean, it's just so lush. It's when stuff gets a little tricky in the Tesla. We got it though, we got it. Just gotta go a little slower. All right, so I'm gonna eat half of my little pre-run meal, which is my, there we go. It's my 90 grams of rice, a tablespoon of raisins, tablespoon of cream, tablespoon of syrup, and a little dash of cinnamon. It's like a rice pudding. It's absolutely delicious. So I eat half of this before I run and then half afterwards. So the temperature on the car said 85 right now. It's a little too warm for my liking for trail running, but you know, the sun just dipped behind the mountains, so I think we might be okay. And it's gonna be a beautiful night on the trail. Let's go. I really love riding in this canyon because it's a nice easy roller. It's a nice easy roller, so it's not a ton of elevation change, which makes it so nice and easier to run than a lot of other trails. I love this one. I look like I'm squinting. My contacts are hella dry. Being in the desert and having it warm today, feels like I've got a hair dryer on my eyeballs. Woo! I feel like the vegetation in the Sonoran Desert is some of the most cool, unique, lush vegetation that you can have in a desert. And I'll show you a few of my favorites that are popping out right now. Hi. Got some Arizona poppies. We've got globe mallow. This is beautiful. I love this one. Staghorn cholla. This one is special. This is the creosote, and this is essentially smells like desert rain. So when you pick this and smell it, it smells like rain on asphalt. If there's even a little bit of humidity in the air, this smell just takes over, and it's so incredible. One really cool thing that you can do is harvest a few sprigs of the creosote and hang it in your shower, and it's kind of like hanging eucalyptus in your shower, where you get this really gorgeous aromatherapy situation happening. It's so good. First wildlife sighting. Look at you, little beauty. Hi. Oh my gosh, you're so cute. You just blend in so perfectly. Gorgeous. She's gorgeous. It's one reason that sometimes running takes a long time for me, because I stop and admire a lot of things. Catch me in the fall running in the Pacific Northwest. It takes me way too long. I eat so many berries. This trail also takes you through, in and out, a bunch of washes, which is kind of fun. It's an extra challenge for sure. Really works all those ankle tendons. But it sounds so cool. Very ASMR. Sunset is getting real pretty. We're coming up on my favorite cactus specimen in this part of the trail. It's like literally perfect. You ready for this? There she is. Okay, let's take a closer look. Literally perfect. There she is. She's gorgeous. She's perfect. I stop every time and say hi. I spotted the moon finally. There she is. That's a moonrise, all right. Coming through the pink clouds, are you kidding me? I'm so close to the top of this pass, and I can see that the full moon is cresting up. Let's try to catch it. All right. So cool. Well, I think that was about 4 miles, and honestly, I prefer a sunrise run compared to a sunset run. I got back to the car and it is very dark. It is very dark out, and I don't like running when it's this dark out. So definitely prefer the sunrise run. And gonna head home, make some tea, and I'll see you all in the morning for a fasted walk and then I think an upper body lift tomorrow. Good morning. I am out for a little walk. I skipped my fasted morning walk this morning. It's difficult to be able to wake up, get in your fasted walk, have your breakfast, have your coffee, then get to the gym. Sometimes it's just like the coordination of it all, from when you wake up to when you actually are able to eat or drink your first thing. It's kind of a lot to coordinate. And this morning, I just said I'm gonna have some coffee and do some fasted cardio at the gym instead. So now I get to do my walk after the sun has come up, and it's gonna be a great day. I have something very exciting scheduled today. I have a haircut scheduled, which might not seem like that big of a deal, but I'm the kind of girl that gets one haircut a year. So this is a big news. This is very exciting. So I'm looking forward to that. I will bring you along. Unfortunately, the girl that I saw last year does not work at the salon that I'm going to anymore. So I'm trying someone totally new. I mean, that is the problem when you get one haircut a year, is that there's a good chance that the next time you get a haircut, it's gonna be with someone completely new because they've left the salon and it's been 1 year since you've gotten your haircut. So, you know, we just roll the dice. It'll be okay. I don't ask for anything too crazy. I really just ask for taking off length and adding some very subtle layers and not a blunt bottom, just to give it a little more movement. Otherwise, I mean, I used to cut my hair myself with just like, you know, putting ponytails in and then just cutting it straight at the bottom. That I can do, but putting some nice little layered pieces in there, a little bit of softness, that's impossible for me to do myself. So that's what I'll be asking for. That's what I ask for every time, and I bring in pictures. So I'll bring you along with me today, and I'll show you my inspiration pictures. One of them is going to be the haircut that I got last year. That will be one of my inspiration pictures. And then also Katie on Instagram, owner of 30 years. She got a really beautiful haircut the other day, and I screenshotted that. So she's kind of a forever inspiration type of gal. I've been following her for at least a decade. I screenshotted some of her nails the other day too, because I was just like, this is what I like. And I like Katie because she's a business owner, she's an active gal, but she also likes girly stuff and she likes not so girly stuff. And that's my vibe. A little update on how my cut has been going. I think today is day 8 of 30-ish days of a cut, and I'm at my reduced calories. I don't know, maybe 700 less than my typical calories, and my weight has kind of been like this, which is frustrating for sure. But I know that some of it has to do with not drinking enough water, and then also I'm definitely like dropping an egg and gonna be luteal, and that definitely has a impact on the weight for sure. So that definitely has an impact on the weight. But I know that I'm staying consistent with my calories, and my movement, obviously, my steps. So it's part of the formula. It's science. I can't actually be gaining fat if I'm in a deficit. Just gotta trust the process, even when you're going mental. And shit gets mental sometimes, that's for sure. I know you know. But yeah, my plan is to do about 30 days in my cut. We're gonna see how I look and decide after 30 days if I want to continue going. If I want to lose a little bit more fluff, or if I want to slowly recomp back up. That's the difficult thing, is doing the reverse dieting. Because if you're just holding steady at your super low reduced calorie meal plan, by the time you get to your reverse diet, you have so much diet fatigue that you're just like, screw this. I'm so fucking done with it. And then it makes you just botch your reverse. You just go crazy. Instead of being able to go up like 50, 100 calories every few days and actually watch the scale, you go too hard, too fast, and it ruins everything. So I learned on my last reverse that I started it with diet fatigue, and it made the reverse so much more difficult. So I'm taking that lesson and going to do it a little differently this time. Hello, I'm closing out this vlog from my pink bathroom. I'll give you a quick little tour. The light is incredible in here, and the acacia tree outside is in bloom, so it's pretty incredible. Anyway, just got back into town from traveling, had a baby shower with family this weekend, and so I'm a little tired, I'm a little puffy. My zit that will never go away is coming back. And I will be picking back up on, and my plan is to be releasing a vlog every single week. And it's going to be interior design, running, training for all of my events, traveling, a relationship. It's gonna be a little bit of everything. It's just gonna be everything in my life. And I'm excited to just share it all with you because that's fun. I love YouTube. I love long form content. I love getting to know someone through long form content. So I'm looking forward to spending time with you all and creating a little community here where we get to hang out. So I will check in with you later this week in the next vlog. Bye.